welcome to Jasiri, the show where we always talk about life realities from our personal experiences. I am Oluchi Enobong, and the show is just getting started.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Sheila Ojei, and today we are going to be talking about online dating. So don't go anywhere, stay right there. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Jasiri. Now, today is all about online dating. Now, remember those days where you had to write love letters and you had a pen pal all just to express the way you feel? Well, the World Wide Web now is not only facilitating relationship, it's also redefining romance by playing the role of online dating. And this brings me to the guest that we have for today. Not only does he have the online dating platform, he actually met his wife from that platform. We have none other than Dare Olatoye in the building. Damn, thank you so much, Dare, for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me.
So, online dating. Outside the country, Sheila, maybe correct me if I'm wrong. Online dating is something that pretty much is a regular thing. But nowadays, we're seeing it come into Africa, Nigeria now, and it is here to stay. Why did you bring online dating? Why did you bring the platform of your online dating to Nigerian markets?
Oh, first of all, I would say I'll say I'm still a lover boy. I was a lover boy from a young age. I used to I used to be that guy that used to write poems to other girls in class. And
Oh, really?
like if I had a crush on someone, I would, I'll give them in class. But only I used to matchmake people before when I was in university and after I left university. And like my pastor would say, for every problem there's a solution. For every solution there's a way to create a legacy. And I just said, okay, let me start something that nobody had ever started in Nigeria. And that's how I started.
Okay. So your app is called
True Flutter Matchmaking app.
True Flutter Matchmaking app. Why True Flutter?
Well, I would say at first we wanted to use Flutter, but
Right.
like butterflies flutter. And
Right.
we
Exactly.
noticed that
Much.
other companies are taking it in other countries. So we added the True Flutter to it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's really nice. So, how has it been? So, how many years now has it been in the market? How has it been?
We launched the MVP 3 years ago.
Okay.
And we just wanted to use that to test the market. And we
Okay.
had about 15,000 subscribers just from the MVP.
Okay.
That's when we decided to work on the new app, which we launched in January this year.
Okay.
Okay, so tell us really, how viable is online dating as an option for women?
It's viable. Right now we're here, we're working, right? And you can easily just pick your phone and chat with someone or send someone a request. Right now we're in Lagos, so there's a lot of traffic. It's a bit difficult to say you want to go on a date, especially if you're on the island and the person lives on the mainland. But it's easy to just get to meet the person on the app and get to know them before you meet them in person.
So, my question is: so, is it possible to find connection
Yeah, you
through
can.
a dating
Yeah,
app?
you can. You can. And the survey we took was that like 87% of the people that downloaded our app actually had not tried the dating app before. So we noticed that people are now more open to dating apps or matchmaking apps now, especially the pandemic when people were at home and they didn't get to meet people. And like, I guess it skyrocketed the
A lot of
the
people
number of
realized-
chats.
A lot
the
of people
num-
realized they were lonely too.
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
That
A lot of
too.
people realized they were lonely. A lot of men realized that maybe they were slacking and they had not made
They need to marry.
decisions. Yeah, so a lot of decisions changed when the pandemic started.
Right.
Yeah.
So that me, I'm the Gbegborin type of person. So
Yeah.
tell me, you see that part of how you met your wife?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Give me that gist.
Okay. So first of all, my wife doesn't have a Facebook account. Never had one in her life. She doesn't have. Yeah. She has an Instagram account. She's not posted a picture in her life. She's a very
Very
private person.
Yeah.
So she saw our adverts and she downloaded the app. She didn't sign up for 2 weeks. She just downloaded the app, and when she signed up, I saw her.
Wait, so you met your wife on your...
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. So
Okay.
at first when I
Talk
saw
about solving your problems with your own products.
yeah. And even at the point in time, I just told myself, man, because I got married last year,
Okay.
Oh,
and
nice.
we actually met last year, and we got
Okay.
married last year. Yeah.
Oh,
And at that point in time, I just told myself because I was so my life was about work, 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 and I
Right.
just told myself like 2 years ago that I needed to settle down.
Right.
Actually, one because I was getting older and I just wanted to settle down, and I needed someone to, well, although I was not in a hurry, but I just felt that I needed to be more intentional.
Yeah.
So that's how I met my wife. We connected on the app, and at first we just started chatting back and forth, back and forth. Then we had a video chat. It was in the pandemic then, and the first conversation we had was awesome. And I just knew that, man, this person is quite different from the regular people I meet. So
Wow. You could
that-
sense her spirituality somehow.
yeah. Spirituality just quite different, and we connected. Connected well, and we had same values. A lot of things, same values, and a lot of things aligned. And that's how we started talking. Went on our first dates, the second date, third dates. And that's how it happened.
So you are like, if anything, you are the first testimonial for your
Yeah,
for the app
yeah.
as well.
First testimonial, but if this is one thing we noticed, that there are quite a lot of people that met each other on the app that they didn't come out to say they're
Okay.
engaged, but someone got married in September. One
Okay.
other person sent us. If you check our Instagram, someone sent us a message that she's getting married to the guy she met in February. They're getting married next year, February.
Wow.
She's in Abuja, and the guy's in Lagos. We're actually going to interview them sometime next week.
Okay.
In our office, we're going to
really
interview them.
nice.
So it's fine because a lot of people, when she told us, she said that a lot of people didn't believe her. And she just wanted to just tell people out there that this thing is real. Sometimes you just need to try new things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. So, Dari, you have this app, right? And this online dating app is set to connect two different people, irrespective of where they are.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Now, tell us the red flags for anybody who is trying to get on the platform, who is trying to meet up with someone. What red flags can someone look out for so that the person can see it and jackpot?
The red flag is that you meet the person the same day, the person starts telling you they love you the same day. And that's a big red flag.
Okay.
Or the red flag again is if the person is trying to take you off the app and you guys should chat on maybe WhatsApp or something. That's also a red flag. I think you should take time to get to know the person before you move the conversation to WhatsApp or any other platform. And what other red flag? Anybody that avoids a video chat is also a red flag. So why are you hiding your face? Why so a lot of things. And like my friend said, it's better to know the red flags now and just cut the person off and move to the next one than waste weeks chatting with the person before you get to know these things. So you should video chat is very important, and get to know that person more on the app. It's more important before you take it to another.
News Central TV, Africa's #1 storyteller, has come with the best of both worlds. With a combination of news app and live TV, we ensure that you keep track of the latest headlines, breaking news, and in-depth analysis from professional journalists from around the continent. Download the News Central TV app on Android and iOS and get started today. Don't forget to follow us on News Central's social media platforms. News Central, Africa first.
Welcome back to Jasiri. We've been having a fantastic conversation about online dating with our guest, Dare Olatoye. Now, Dare, everybody's looking for love. Like, this is like you said, you're loving for yourself and now you're married. So everybody's looking for love. And one of the things I realized is that with looking for love, sometimes we have unnecessary expectations in general. What would I say is the, I guess I'll say expectations, or what do you find with people who come to use the app? What are the expectations that they have, or what are the things that they need to drop when using like True Flutter?
The number one expectation is, I think a lot of people tend to be very impatient. They got in the dating app, they swipe 1, 2, 3, they see 5 people. Oh, this guy is not good looking. Okay, let me get off the app. when there are thousands of people on the app, what makes you think that you'll meet the your your partner in like maybe like 100 swipes? Well, so that's what I get a lot. Some people could be very impatient, and just like going to, let me say, a club. You go to a club, maybe you get to the entrance, you see a few people that are not so good looking, and you just walk back and think, oh, the guys in the VIP might be like those people you met at the entrance. So I think patience is very key. One needs to be patient. And regarding expectations, we set the app in a way that you can meet people that have their master's degree, PhD, or first degree, people of the same genotype, if it's AA or AS you're looking for. So there's a pool. The pool is there. There are a number of people that you can meet, thousands and thousands of people.
Dari, I mean, it's a fantastic platform for what you clearly explained, but a lot of us are used to the traditional way. Either we hook up at the club, just as you said, or a friend hooks us up, or our parents can do the hookup. Those are the traditional methods that we're used to, that we find appealing and we're confident with. What makes this topple any of those traditional methods?
Because the world evolves, we should evolve too. There are a lot of things we used to do. We used to pay offering with our
Physical cash.
Physical cash.
Yeah.
When we turned into POS, people say it's criminal. These pastors like money. Sorry, I'm talking about pastors or anything, but I'm just saying that the world has evolved,
Yes.
and we shouldn't see it as a bad thing. So if the world has evolved into dating apps now, there are millions of people that use dating apps around the world, and of course there are results from that. You get good reviews from that. So we should also evolve too. Life is changing. Things are changing. We get busy. I mean, we're so busy with our job, with a lot of things we do. So it'll be easier to just get on the app. If you want to order food now, right? You order it on certain platforms. You don't have to drive there. It's the same way when you use a dating app or a matchmaking app. You can meet that person just on your phone.
That's interesting. That's actually quite interesting. So now, with dating apps in general, there's always this question around security.
Okay.
How do you ensure that users of your app are actually safe?
Safe. So a lot of people that know me know I'm a very blunt person. I'm very I don't let emotions cloud my judgment. If my brother were to be married and he'd be on my app, I'll deactivate his account. I'm like that.
Yeah.
And even my married friends, I tell them, you don't have to be on my app, because if I see you, I'll deactivate you. So we have a team of people that actually vets. We have a support team. So if you see someone that's married, you can report the user, and we deactivate the person immediately. Even premium users, when people pay, it happens so many times. When a few married men pay and someone reports them, we send them a mail and tell them that we want to refund their money and deactivate their account. And they'll say, oh, I'm enjoying the app. I'll say, no, but we have to, we don't, this is not our, if you want to do that, you can go to another platform that supports that. Something happened last week. Some guy just got married in June, and the person reported him. And I actually I went to do the research, and I said, okay, this guy got married in June, and I sent him a mail and deactivated his account. So regarding married men, it's not for you guys. My platform is not for you guys, married men.
Or
It's not
married
for you.
women.
Or
Or
married
married
women,
women,
it's not for
anybody
you.
married, yeah.
And because starting this thing, because I'm very passionate about what I do, adding value is very important to me. And I want to make sure that everybody that gets on the app, almost everybody, they get some value of some sort, meet someone, meet a friend, meet a life partner. And it's very important to me. Regarding fraud, we have a security system that flags all those things.
Okay.
And I'm not going to talk about that online, because if I talk about it, then they will know how to bypass my
Yeah.
security system.
Yes,
But
okay.
that's very paramount for us. Fraud, we're against that. And I will always tell people, if you encounter people like that, send us a message. But we also have a system that flags their accounts, and once they flag their accounts, we deactivate the accounts.
Fantastic. I think I like that. I mean, that gives everybody a form of safety of some sort, knowing that those kind of people are cut out from it. Now, legally in this part of the continent, we just have men and women. We don't have the she-male or the male-she. So when it comes to men and women, who do you think uses your app more? And why do you think that gender is frequent?
I don't know why. I mean, men are more on the app.
Really?
Yeah, men are more
I
on
was
the
thinking
app.
women, Sheila.
I just feel like him just saying that right now, a lot of women, I think I'm going to start downloading.
Download the app right
Yeah.
away.
Men are actually more on the app.
While we're here.
Why do you think we have more men using your app?
I don't, maybe men think it's less
Stressful.
stressful for them. And
Really?
they can just get on an app and just download an app and meet someone.
Like a shopping spree, you just
Yeah,
tick, tick,
just
tick,
swipe,
tick.
swipe,
Let's
that's
try
right.
put in your cart.
And men always think, oh well, okay. Due to my survey, and a
Right.
lot of men feel that it's easy to get to know someone on the app rather than spending money meeting people on different occasions.
Now you said
and
it's
not-
cheaper.
It's
Sheila, see?
Yeah, so it doesn't mean
These
you have cheap
men,
guys there.
eh?
What I'm trying to say is that it's more affordable for them.
Uh-huh.
He just said it's cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said.
So now you've also told us your some success stories from the app.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's also hear the not so successful ones.
Well, the not so successful ones. What's the worst thing that can happen? You meet someone, you guys don't get along, you guys move on. So those are the not so successful ones, And what I always tell people is that you need to be consistent. Consistency is everything. If you meet someone the first time on the app and you guys don't get along, there's still thousands of other people that would like you. So you can move on and meet the next person. But regarding that, we dwell on the positive on our app.
As a
Okay.
businessman.
Yeah. But so far so good. We know people have met each other. The ones that have not gotten along well, we'll just advise them, and I always encourage them. And anytime I always have a time to have a chat with them. Some people could send messages that, oh, I've not met someone on the app, and I even call them myself and tell them, you know what, you need to just be consistent. What are you doing about your profile? I mean, you can write more, like something better on your profile, because our own app has like an audio bio where you can record your profile.
Fancy.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
so when people listen to that, people will get a sense of who you are. So sometimes I advise them to do that, to change their pictures. The aesthetics is actually good, So I just encourage them to be consistent.
So just following off of that, because you were just talking about bio, and I'm
Bios.
thinking, I've tried a few of these apps, and that is the one thing I hate doing, having to write. I mean, pictures, I can look for my best pictures and post, but like having to write a bio, it's like, why do I have to write about myself? What would you say are the tips to writing like a presentable, a great bio for an app like yours?
So the thing that I don't know if once you get on my app there, we have a few questions that we ask the user. So that helps you to fill your bio. Like, what's your favorite travel destination? If you had $10 million today, what would you do with it? So, and you can just answer those questions, and it populates it, and you can now put it on your bio. So it helps you. Our app helps you to fill your bio. But if you now want to add extra things, you can talk about what you do, where you're from, what you like doing, your favorite sports. Do you like traveling? Just a few things about yourself.
So my next question is, when someone gets married, what happens? Do they just delete the profile?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Why are they looking for you? Second wife? Oh, second husband.
True.
Yeah, that's it's. So what we're trying to do, even the guys that are getting married in February, we're going to even support them. We're going to support them with a lot of things. We'll be at the events, but also support them. Because this kind of things make us happy when we hear these stories, and we also encourage other people. If we've met on our app and you've not come out, please let us know. If it's a trip to wherever you guys want, we'll support you guys. Just to thank you guys for joining our platform.
Wow, it's been an interesting conversation we've been having with Dare right here. But you know what? We need to go on a quick breather. When we come back, we'll be watching Jasiri.
Welcome back to Jasiri, and today we've been talking all about online dating. And while we're on break, I actually downloaded the app through Flutter, so you should too. Maybe I can match with you, maybe not. You never know. So, which brings me to my next question, Dare. So right now, most of the users are here in Nigeria.
Yeah, most of them are here in Nigeria. We have like a couple in Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, America,
Okay, so that was what I was going
and
to ask
UK,
you. So, like, can other people around the world,
apart from China.
apart from China,
Yeah.
ah man, there goes my chance of finding a Chinese husband. But
Mm-hmm.
apart from China,
Yeah.
other people in the world can actually use the app.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
and it's open to all races, or is it just like Nigerians or
It's open to all races.
all races?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
God loves everyone.
Oh, that's nice. So,
That's-
so I mean, you tell us, people are watching us now, viewers at home and
Yeah.
anywhere they are watching the platform now. What do you have to tell people who are still skeptical? They're not too sure. What do you have to tell them? Just look straight into their eyes. They're watching you.
You need to try something new. You can't. You've been praying to God for a partner. It's time to take actionable steps. It's time to do something that you're not used to doing. But just try something new. It doesn't hurt downloading an app on your phone to just meet people.
And you just heard from Dare Olatoye, who is the CEO of True Flutter Dating app, and he's telling you to try it out. I mean, try something new. You never can tell. Maybe you're Chinese. Scratch that. China is not allowed. Maybe people from other races might just be waiting for you, your one true love. Not Michelle. I'm taking. And that brings me to the very next one, our eye candy. So, our eye candy says African women in general need to know that it is okay for them to be the way they are, to see the way they are as a strength, and to be liberated from fear and from silence. This is from Wangari Maathai. And this says a whole lot. It just, for me, it speaks volumes. But Sheila, what do you think?
I mean, I totally agree with that. In a society where I just look at beauty, where beauty is defined by the media, it's good to know that as an African woman, to own your Africanness. If you have an African nose, accept it.
You just have to go there.
I'm just saying. So, like, own your Africanness, because for a lot of times, because of media and beauty standards that movies and Hollywood has taught us, we find that a lot of us are trying to be what we are not meant to be. Let's not even talk about changing our color. That is like another episode on its own, of changing colors. But it's even just a representation, being proud of who you are, owning your physical attributes. There's something about us that makes us unique. Own it. And so that's really that's really how it speaks to me, that quote.
Dari, how does this quote speak to you? African women in general need to know that it is okay for them to be the way they are.
Of course, of course they need to be the way they are. They shouldn't act like other people, like other tribes, because that's one thing a lot of, like, some people try to do. They try to like imitate what other people do in other countries, but we should own our tribe, our culture, and I understand we are rich in our culture, and civilization started from Africa, so we also need to just evolve as a tribe and as a race.
Just as Sheila said, Africanness for me. We should move beyond the way we speak, or the way we try to borrow the speech and the spree kind of thing. Speak and embrace your accent. If you have the Yoruba accent, enjoy it. You have the Igbo one, romance it. If you have the Hausa one, smoosh it with my full chest. Yes. All right, and that brings us to the end of this episode. But as always, on Jasiri we say, be bold, be strong, and be a Jasiri woman.